Hello! Oh, I'm nice and cozy in my cashmere today because it's freezing in Los Angeles. I'm not prepared for winter, even though I've been wanting winter, but now I'm not prepared for it at all. That's not the point of this video. Today I have a monitor and I'm very excited about it. As many of you know, I've had more time recently and so I've been streaming on Twitch. And that means I've been staring at screens way more often. And the way my computers are set up, my monitors are actually attached to my wall over here, but I prefer to stream standing up. So I'm using this super old Samsung monitor and it murders my eyes. Like, I can only go for about 3 or 4 hours before my eyes just start to burn and get really dry, and it's terrible. And so when BenQ was like, hey, we got this monitor with eye care, I was like, tell me more, please, because that sounds like it's something I need. And I didn't really think too much about it, that maybe upgrading my monitor could help my eyes. So we're gonna see if this monitor does just that, since it has eye care in it. Now, before we get into this, I want to specify I'm not a very good tech reviewer. I'm not going to give you all the details about this wonderful IPS panel monitor, mostly because, one, I'm not gaming very much at the moment. There's something very depressing about gaming for me when now I am down one eye, and I know some of you are gonna be like, people game with one eye all the time. Yes, but this is still very recent for me. I had my eye surgery back in the end of February, and so I'm still adjusting to only having one eye and one very, very blurry, dry, annoying eye as my backup that doesn't function or it can see. It's just kind of annoying. I keep telling my doctor, take it out. He doesn't want to do that, but I digress. We're here to talk about this monitor and to hope that it solves my problem in being able to stare at a screen longer. So having said that, you guys know I'm not gaming too much at the moment. I'm a lifelong gamer, so I don't need to pull out my credentials. But at the moment, I think the last game I played was No Man's Sky, which is fantastic, but lately I haven't played too much. Doesn't mean I don't want to play, it just means that the eye strain that gaming, staring at my monitors causes me sometimes isn't worth it. So this may be the solution to all of my problems. Not all my problems, but this one specific problem. And that I'm hoping it just lets me stare at a screen longer. So now I'm going to unbox this monitor. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to try it out. And I'm going to let you guys know what I think regards to eye strain, because that's what this video is about. So this is the EX2780Q IPS panel monitor from BenQ. It does have a 144 Hz refresh rate, which to me is most important. Even though I say I'm not gaming, as a longtime first-person shooter gamer and competitor, 144 Hz or anything higher is kind of what I go for. And if you're like, you can't tell the difference unless you're gaming. No, I can tell the difference. I promise you. Even when I'm not gaming, I know. The cool thing about it being IPS is that it does have a wider viewing angle, which is good for me. So it will be my streaming monitor. So when I'm bouncing around, you know, on stream, if you haven't seen my stream, I tend to bounce around a little bit. When I'm doing that, I should be able to see chat just fine, which is incredibly important to me. It also does have built-in speakers, which is not for everyone. However, these are supposedly high quality, so we will be testing it out. But it has 2 built-in speakers and a subwoofer. It is a 2.1. Also, it is HDRI. Bring your visual experience up to a brand new level. Now this monitor does have FreeSync. I have NVIDIA cards at the moment. My 480 is still stuck in my Valentine's Day build, and that's probably going to be in there forever. But at the moment I do have a 1080 in one build, or 1070 in another, and a 2080 in another build. And this is a FreeSync monitor. However, as I've stated before, the next build that I'm building is my streaming build. It will be Team Red. So I'm planning ahead for that. I'm going to unbox it now. You're not going to be able to see that, but that's what I'm doing. Also, Also, if you've been wondering what I've been up to lately, I do have a Patreon channel where I do post more updates on my life and vlog style video. So if you're interested in hearing what I'm doing on a personal level, please become a patron. We have our CD, and a manual, and we have a remote. Well, this is adorable. Oh my goodness, that is adorable, I'm not even kidding. It even has a peel thing. So it did come with USB-C cable, which is very handy, HDMI cable, and power cable, which we actually probably need a DisplayPort cable. The back of the monitor does have this really cool feature where you can take off the back panel of the stand and do some cable management, which is super cool. The plug just fits right through this hole. Same with the cable for display. So we have power over here, and then we have 2 HDMI, 1 DisplayPort, and 1 USB-C port, and actually a headphone jack too. And then we also have these nifty speakers here, which I'm excited to test out, even though we won't be using the speakers on the monitor, but it'll be cool to see how they are. Ooh! Oh, look at the colors, it's so different. So a bit different between a 10-year-old Samsung LCD monitor and a beautiful new BenQ HDR monitor. Looks a little better. So taking a look at the different options, you have picture, color, audio, eye care. See, this is what I'm interested in, eye care. BI on and off. Put that on. Light meter on. Sensor sensitivity, we'll leave that on. Eye reminder, we don't need that. Low blue light. Oh, interesting. You can actually, if you want to read on here, you can change it to e-paper. That's handy. Change the color mode, HDR. Whoa, look how pretty. Wow, I think I have a good background for testing this. I'm gonna leave it off for now because I want to test the eye strain most importantly. Okay, I think we're good. What's this? Oh, you can change it on here. So I'm using the remote, and the button on here lets you adjust it on the fly for low blue light. That's super awesome. So if I want to change it to e-paper while I'm reading, right now it's on multimedia. Let's change it to web surfing. Audio scenario. Oh, that's cool. And the BI is on. And it even has the button to change HDR on the fly, depending on what you're doing. Game, cinema, display, off. We're gonna leave it off for now. And I like this remote. So this is a 1440 monitor, so obviously we have more screen space, which is awesome. I wanna tilt it a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's better. That's a good, put on ESPN. Nobody argues about that. I'm obviously going to use this before I make a final decision, but it's pretty obvious that a 10-year-old monitor is worse for my eyes than a new monitor with much better settings, a better refresh rate, which I can tell, and eye care, which should hopefully benefit my eyes. So put it on multimedia, you can see the difference. It's a lot brighter. It's way more crisp too. On the low blue light, this is multimedia, this is web surfing, this is office, this is reading, and this is e-paper. You can see each one gets a little bit less intense. Multimedia is definitely the brightest, so if you want the brightest, this is going to be the option you want to go with. However, this is going to have the most eye strain for sure, and you can tell that that is the case because there's definitely more blue light on the multimedia than the reading. It's pretty obvious. So I can already see this is going to be really beneficial for me. I've tried to wear the blue light glasses, but they just reflect too much and that bothers me. Also, can we talk about the bezel difference? I realize that this is a 10-year-old monitor, but my not so old monitor from Asus, they still have a pretty large bezel on them. But look at this BenQ monitor. The bezel is so thin. Now you can't really tell with the light. Look how nice and tiny this bezel is. Like, there's just a tiny little bit of a lip, but this portion right here around it is very small. Let me get my ruler. Yeah, that's less than a millimeter, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. I will take all the screen space possible. Taking up less room on my desk, heck yeah. So this is a 27-inch monitor. As you can see, it is larger than my Samsung. And it is also 1440, so we have a lot more to work with here. And before I go off and test this for a little bit, let's open up a video and see how the sound is.
You guys loved our last video using
Okay, that's using my regular speakers. Let's change them.
To come and participate. Representing the Filthy Casuals, we've got yours truly and Paul from Paul's Hardware. And we are going to get truly embarrassed today because
so I do have it turned up to 38
from the Washington Justice esports team.
Kind of a general idea what I'm doing today.
Then we've got a couple of
there's some bass in there. For being onboard speakers,
going from
I'm
60
pretty
to
impressed.
144 is like night and day for me, obviously, right? But 144 to 240.
So let's get down to business, shall we?
Here I am sitting watching Linus's newest video.
Okay. Rate and FPS.
Let's stop that. So far, I'm liking the monitor. I'm excited to actually give it a try for what I'm mostly concerned about, my eyes, and see how it goes. So stay tuned for an update. I'm pretty sure things are going to look different when I update you on this. Now, even though this is a FreeSync monitor and I have an NVIDIA 2080 graphics card that I'm using here, I was able to enable G-Sync through the NVIDIA control panel as I show here. The monitor itself is not listed as a compatible model on NVIDIA's website. However, they do allow you to enable it with the 10 series and 20 series graphics card. They just don't guarantee that you're not going to see problems with it. However, I haven't seen any problems with it enabled yet. I haven't been able to spend a lot of time playing video games lately. However, I did take the time to check out Winter, and it looks absolutely stunning. The video doesn't really pick it up, but I can tell you it is beautiful. For the audio, I am using the built-in speakers, and I think it sounds fantastic. And it also lets me have more space on my desk by not having speakers sitting on my desk taking up room. When it comes to FPS games, I have to have a high refresh rate. It's just what I'm used to. I can't imagine going back to 60 Hertz. So I've also checked out Quake Champions, and as you can imagine, it looks and feels wonderful. So I did just wrap up my Saturday stream here on Twitch, and this is one of my longer streams, and I spend a lot of time staring at the monitor, and usually by the end of stream my eye just feels terrible and I feel more exhausted and drained, and just because my eye just feels like it's been through a battle. But today, the first like long stream using the BenQ monitor, I don't feel like that. I actually feel fine. Like I can keep going and keep looking at the screen. So that tells me something, that I think the blue light actually does have a direct effect on how my eye itself responds to this monitor. And that's fantastic news for someone like myself who wants to spend more time in front of a screen but physically can't because her eyes literally just get so strained that it becomes unbearable to just continue staring at a screen. So the fact that this screen is already making a difference, like a noticeable difference, where I don't feel after a long stream that my eye is drained and like I need to put in a ton of drops, or it's not red or irritated. It actually feels pretty good. And this is just the first few days of testing the monitor and getting used to it and understanding the different settings and what blue light level is best for me while I'm streaming. So hopefully it'll get better from here. And if this can have a direct impact of how much longer I can spend in front of the screen, then heck yeah, I'm all for a monitor with something like eye care technology built into it. That is exactly what I'm looking for in a monitor. Thank you, BenQ, for doing this. And if you are someone who also has something like eye strain and you don't want to wear blue light glasses, or you just want to do something better for your eyes, then I do recommend something like this. It already seems to be helping me, so I will give you an update in a couple months to see if I'm able to stream even longer. Like, hopefully I can build on this to continue staring at the screen even longer. And yeah, it's crazy to think that this technology might be the reason why that I'm able to do that. So thank you for BenQ for putting eye care technology in the monitor to begin with. So if you suffer from any eye problems of any sort, I hope this video is helpful, maybe lead you into the right direction of a monitor similar to this, or this exact monitor that has the features of the blue light technology specifically for eye care. I highly recommend checking it out. So far it seems to be helping me. I will give you guys an update in a few months to let you know if I think that it's actually letting me stream longer and spend more time in front of the screen, which, as you guys know, is very important to me. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you want to check out this monitor, links are in the description below. Otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic day. All my social links are in the description box below, and hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye. What's the matter? Why are you staring at yourself? Sassy, stop having an existential crisis like every 5 minutes. You break my heart.